All right, guys, this is something we saw a while back at the Milwaukee Symposium, which was their medium event. It's part of their Spectre cameras. This is the M12 line, and what's so special about this?
This is the M-SPECTOR FLEX with pivot view, you guys. Basically, once you get into the wall, you're going to be able to turn it left and right to kind of just actually see. Because the problem we have with these cameras is the old days, you have to stick them up and kind of forcefully bend it, and you really only have it.
That doesn't sound comfortable.
Well, no, not as movable. But, you really just didn't have control over your view.
Yes.
I mean, obviously, don't get me wrong, this technology's been around before. There's other companies, non-tool companies that, are into borescopes and stuff like that. They have teeny-weeny ones. Obviously...
Teeny-weeny.
I'd like to see... I would like to see a smaller diameter cable on a version like this coming out. And that's what's cool about the Milwaukee is it just disconnects. So when they do come out with a new cable or whatnot that's smaller, I can just buy it and connect into it. So... another feature of this camera that Milwaukee has is the detachable screen. So obviously, it's not the first we've seen. There's another brand that has a detachable screen out there, but it's kind of good. So let's say I'm getting into an area where this gun, I need just, I can't see the screen where it's up, or I'm lifting it up in here. I can see it from the screen. One thing we did notice about that, though, is the reception kind of sucked. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't always. There was a couple times where you take it off and it's complete static. Not a big deal. You just put it back on and reset it. Sometimes when you're off, it's not a huge deal for me, but I know Dan was kind of saying it was an issue. It's not always a very clear screen. Sometimes you get a couple lines through there. You can, for me, you can still see what you're looking at or what you need to look at. So,
but it's fuzzy. But it should record. I don't know if it records fuzzy to the SD card or not.
I don't know. We got to go check out a tool review site and see.
Yeah, we'll go look at that tool. No, you guys, it does seem fuzzy. Even in like a range like this, the thing was just showing static.
Yeah, and speaking of the recording, it does come with an SD card. I believe it's an 8 gig. You can take pictures or videos, which is very cool. So you take what you need to, then if you're back at the office or show the client or whatever, something like that, it's pretty neat. Yeah,
but it is feature packed. It has a microphone, all kinds of stuff on it. A couple things too is obviously this needs a battery to run. It's internal. This battery's showing half charge right now. I kept this thing in the case overnight with the M12 battery on it.
No, you didn't.
What do you mean?
Because I just took it out and the battery was not on it.
Oh, it wasn't? Yeah, okay. No. Well, I thought it was. I'm sorry. So I'm not sure if it needs to be on to charge this or what, however, but I feel
mean the power being on, right?
Yeah. I feel like that drains a little bit more. I mean, this feature I think could have been eliminated and this would have been a better camera.
Really? I like it. I actually like that you can disconnect it.
Really?
Yeah, I do. Just because whether you use it or not, it's just nice to have that extra option in case something arises where you need it.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I guess that's true. It's there if you need it, But I mean, I'd like to see maybe the cost come down a little bit if it didn't have all that jargon in it. And another thing that I kind of didn't like is the how long it takes to power up. I mean, obviously, Eric doesn't care about power up, but you're on a job site, you're with somebody, it's like, okay, let's power up. So we're going to power it up right now.
And Dan is right. It does take a while, but for me...
actually, I'm sorry. Push this.
For me, it's not a huge deal just because I don't see the rush in having to get this out. It's not like a life or death situation. Again, I agree, though. If it's quicker, always better, but it's not a huge deal. As you can see, it's got an LED light. It's nice. It's got a dial in there, so you can turn up the brightness or turn it down. So if you got like something metal and you got a lot of reflection, you can turn the light down or even off.
Yeah, I mean, it's still booting up, you guys. I mean, just to me, it's a camera. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is like Windows boot time to me.
Like Windows 3.1?
No, I mean, it's, okay, so it's booted up now. I mean, that was a good, 20, 30 seconds there on the boot. So what we're talking about is, I'm going to get it set up, you guys, so we can pull this off. Okay. So I'm going to put this over here. So as you can see, it's turned on right now, and we're showing you the back of the case.
Let's see, I think that's a good, clear picture.
Right there's a good, clear picture, yeah. But now move it.
See how the screen moves a little bit?
Yeah, it gets really jittery. Now put it up there. Let's see if we still got good range on it. See? I mean, like right there, that's just, it's not even a foot away from the unit and it's just getting bad reception. So you know what I'm saying? That's where I get this thing where it's like, I don't see that being a good feature.
Yeah, no, I see it on that because you can see it, but tends to be a lot of
distortion.
noise
now,
on there.
Granted, is that there's something wrong in my garage? Is it that these microphones are causing issues? It could be. It could be.
Well, what about the contractor who wears a microphone when he's out there, you know?
Well, no, I mean, I'm just saying you're in a house. So here's the options that I'm going through here, you guys. We got microphone, LCD brightness, date, time, language, and version. So it looks like that's all the settings that you have in here. So there's no setting that I can change the frequency or anything like that, you know?
Okay.
Obviously, when you plug it back in, go ahead and plug it back into the tool, Eric, if you don't mind, and I'll zoom in. Obviously, when you plug it back in, it tends to just be a good picture again. Yeah, see, no problem. Oh, hold on. Come on, baby, focus. Go. So yeah, it tends to be a way better picture when it's connected. So, and then obviously it has a dial for the LED light, so you can dial it down. Everybody knows sometimes too much light is not good. So, bottom line is, you know, I feel, I don't want to say the word overbuilt, but there's just too many features in here that kind of make it a little more complex. I'm sure if they would have eliminated this idea, it would have been a, you know, the price would have been less. Which, you know, I don't know, but whatever. What do you think?
I like the camera. Again, I like having it attached. Like Dan was saying, though, I mean, there's times where it is static and hard to see. That can be a little cumbersome, or what do you want to, you know, but I like the idea that you can take it off if you do get into one of those positions. So.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing, you guys. If I wanted this to do this, I would want a company to come out with, you know, this and this. Let's eliminate this then, you know? Put an M12 battery into this small thing, make this be dumb, and everything's here. So then, you know what I'm saying? How cool would that be? So then all your controls are here, and I can run this camera up.
Because then you're always like with here, if you have just this and this, you're going to always need two hands technically, right? When you have it on there, you don't always need two hands.
Well, yeah, but you can make it mount on here too.
But isn't that what they got?
You guys, tools in action. Let us know what you guys think at the bottom. From Milwaukee, it has a 5-year warranty, so if there's any problems, I did see they have upgradable, or it has a firmware on it, so I'm sure they can release a firmware down the road that, you know, fixes the power-up issue.
It does come with a cable that you can't plug into the computer, so I'm sure you'd be able to upgrade the firmware, like you're saying.
Right, and the radio issue. I mean, are they issues? I don't know that the power-up thing's an issue. I mean, that's just something to get used to, but it's a camera. It should just fire right up. Mm-hmm. You know?
Yeah, think about it. I mean, even my phone takes good 20 seconds, 30 seconds to fire up.
Not the camera.
But I'm saying if mine's off and I got to turn it on.
Yeah, but it's a complete operating system.
Oh. Okay.
You know?
Well, wouldn't that be, don't you have to have an operating system?
Eric, you guys. Eric is driving me up the wall today. All right, no, you're right. Okay. Zen. My zenful place. My zenful place. All right, finish this out, Eric, please.
So, guys, this is cool. Just something from Milwaukee we want to show you guys. Don't forget, every month we're giving away something on the Power Tool Forum. You can be part of it. You have a chance to win. Also, don't forget to hashtag TA Crew all over the internet, because we do scour the internet, and we do pick winners occasionally to win stuff like that.
Instagram.
And don't forget, look at that awesome looking website. I don't know whose website that is, but some guy's called Tools in Action. Looks pretty cool. So,
Yeah, actually, that does look pretty cool. Except we got to go over stuff. Well, wow, I like the videos showing up. Mm-hmm. Big ego. That's a pretty cool website, you guys. Tools in Action Shader. Don't forget to check out our Instagram, you guys. We give away stuff there, too.
Yeah, Instagram, too. Guys, we're always posting stuff on there at least once a month, you know.
Hey.
No, we're putting stuff on there. Instagram. We're posting stuff on there. And, guys, a lot of times it's just goofy stuff off the wall, either what we just got in that day or what we're going to do or who knows. But so we're definitely going to be giving away stuff for Instagram people also.
Tools in Action. Check it out, you guys.
Remember, for more exciting tool action, go to toolsinaction.com.